So welcome to a Grand Strip Show. Feels like a cam show, you know, leave your tip in the little comment jar. Or however those things work, I don't know. I wouldn't know, personally.
I don't know either.
I go there for the chicken wings. Anyway.
I do the online ones where it's at the tip of a button.
Seriously?
No.
Wait, the tip of a button? How does that even make any sense?
I don't know. I just realized.
So we can start with this is Jesus Review, talking about strip shows. That's very Christian of us. So we just got out of Miracles from Heaven. As far as religious movies go, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's an okay movie.
Yeah, it's like
there's not much to talk about. It's just really.
Well, there's a few things to talk about. At least I would say so. I mean, like.
I was falling in and out of sleep in that movie. Like, I didn't fall asleep. I was like,
It's because we're both fucking tired. It's been a long week.
Yeah.
And I still got 2 more long days to go. Fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So, I'm just gonna repeat what I've heard other people say. The entire movie is the trailer.
Yeah.
From beginning to end, the trailer gives away the entire movie. Literally from beginning to end. Like, you think, like, what happens when she falls in the tree is, like, the halfway point? No, it's the entire movie. That's the climax of the movie. So I was like, oh, I already know what's gonna happen, so why am I not just watching the trailer? But...
It could be worse, like, with Piranha, where they actually showed the ending.
That's true.
I was like, literally, the entire ending, it was in the Piranha trailer.
I never saw Piranha, so I guess big I would.
I'll show you that one. It's actually pretty fun.
God damn it, I'm tired.
I got all my yawns out during the movie.
Apparently, it might buy waves till after I got into the sunlight. It was like, ah! You know what Scott Pilgrim, when he opens the door and he just goes, ah! Yeah. It's kind of fun for me this morning. But anyway, it's a movie, like, there were some legitimately good scenes in this movie.
There were a couple, yeah. And the performances were pretty all solid.
Yeah, like, I mean, again, for this kind of movie, like, it's always kind of an asterisk there. Like, honestly, like, as far as, like, religious movies gone, that at least I've seen this year, it hasn't been that bad.
Yeah.
Like, Ascent was okay.
What the hell is Ascent?
That was the one that had,
Are you not thinking of Risen?
Yeah, Risen, sorry, I don't work out Ascent, but Risen, yeah.
That would have been a cooler title, though.
Right?
It's like, wow, that would have been an awesome title for it.
Jesus has ascended once again to kick some Roman ass. Starring Sean Bean.
Oh yeah, you mentioned he was in that movie.
In Young Messiah. We probably won't go see that. I think there's like 1 showtime left. So I was like, we're probably not going to go see that at this point. We tried.
Yeah.
That's okay. We've seen all the other of those movies here. Even like The Masked Saint, which wasn't a good movie, at least had a message of, hey, don't be a dick.
Yeah.
So I can respect it on that ground. And like, I feel like these movies are kind of taking more of a shift. Like, hey, you know, not everyone who's not a Christian is not an asshole, is an asshole.
And vice versa.
And vice versa. So it's like, I kind of respect that. It's like, okay, fair enough. They're starting to keep a slightly more open mind. You know, doing the Christian thing.
Yeah.
But for areas like, for every moment, like, oh, that was a legitimately good scene, came with a lot of scene, like, oh, okay, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, the whole plot is, like, there's this, Jennifer Garner plays his wife, whose husband is just, like, the most hillbilly, like, charming redneck they could find in Texas, so I guess they're just kind of a dime a dozen. So I was like, oh, okay, that's Texas, that's why. I was thinking to myself. But they live on a farm, and they have 3 kids, and one kid who was so starry-eyed, gazy in the beginning was like, okay, she's probably gonna die. Like, let's go to Paris one day. Okay, sweetie, we'll go to Paris. Like, oh, you just signed your death warrant, kid. If I was directing this movie, that's how it would have ended. No, she doesn't die. Because they tell you in the trailer she doesn't die. Anyways, but she comes down with this mysterious illness, and none of and like the most condescending doctors on the planet. To like, nah, she's fine. She's like, nah, she's not gonna die.
Like, I was like, ma'am, I'm the doctor.
Like, that fucking asshole.
I know, just like...
I heard about him before I went to the movie, so I kind of saw him coming, but even then, it's like, wow, you're a dick.
I was like... Wow, I feel really good about I felt good about my doctor, but now I feel really good.
Because he's in there like, no, she's been thrown up for weeks. She's in constant pain. It's like, nah, I just asked for reflex. She's fine.
I was like, bullshit, I got acid reflux.
I know, but then he turns around and is like, no, you need to take another look. It's like, there's something seriously wrong. And he goes, ugh. Like, literally rolls his eyes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
It's like, oh, ma'am, I'm the doctor here, and this is my diagnosis.
Yeah. Yes.
And, like, and here's, like, my big problem with the movie is, honestly, like, I think I got more out of this than you did, at least as terms of stuff to talk about. But
as you said, it had its okay highs, and then it had its few lows.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
The rest is just kind of, eh.
Yeah, like, I mean, I think, honestly, the biggest gripe I had in the movie, and somebody else pointed this out, too, so I am kind of repeating what they said, so I apologize for that, but I try not to parrot other people's opinions on this show.
They just happen to co-align.
Yeah, it happens to co-align, so it happens every once in a while. But someone else pointed out, and I agree, the fact that I have an issue with the fact that the husband has made it look like the good guy because he just has faith, and she doesn't, for valid reasons.
Yeah.
Because at the same point, like, there's a good part where she's working her fucking ass off to get shit done and get her taken care of. And he's like, well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I was like, no, figure it out now, asshole. You're not helping. And she's saying it too. He's like, no, stop saying that. Do something. Give me a solution. It's like, okay, that's what you should be doing. He's like, Joel, I have my faith. It's like, good for you. How's that gonna pay the medical bills? Oh, I have fucking faith. Congratulations.
It's equivalent to exposure in the film business. I'm sorry. Do you take payments in exposure? Yeah. Faith.
And we're back to camp shows. Do you take payment in exposure?
Oh, damn it. Well played, you smartass.
Yeah, that's how some people get in Hollywood. It's like you hear that comedy sketch about Guitar Hero.
No.
Where he goes, like, you have to unlock the song. You can't just play such and such by the Beastie Boys. You have to unlock it. You have to go up and up. It's like, okay, it's the music industry. You can always suck a little cock to get where you need to go in this music industry.
Oh.
So I want.
Oh God, no! It's like
no. Let me finish. Literally, not metaphorically.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it's like, I want the cheat code where you take the shaft off the guitar, stick the guitar into your mouth, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red.
No.
Oh, Beast Boys, anyone?
Remember when it had the slider on the 4th gen guitar?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Anywho,
Oh.
now that we got the necessary Jesus sex joke out of the way, back to the movie. But no, I do have a problem with that, because like, my family is fairly religious. I don't consider myself all that religious. I have my own personal belief system, but that's a whole nother topic entirely. But I take issue when anyone ever says, like, oh, just leave it to God, or oh, just do that. It's like, no. Do something. Try. Fight for it. Because, like, 9 times out of 10, shit doesn't happen unless you do.
Yeah. In all fairness, he did eventually do something, though. He ended up
He does. Like,
yeah, he ends up basically working his ass off to the point where some people start to resent him. Yeah. Like when he missed his daughter's soccer match, was one of the bits the tryouts which I had issue with.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, oh!
Your sister's dying, you little brat!
I was like, it's okay. I can go next year. It was just...
Well, good! Glad you agree on something!
It's just like, he's working overtime to save your dying sister. Have a little patience.
Have a little faith.
Gotta have a little faith.
No. Stop that right now. But like, no, like, he does this like towards the second half of the movie. For the majority of the movie, though, he doesn't do diddly squat, except just like, have faith. And when she goes, I don't have faith. Look at what's happening right now. And he looks just like, you don't have faith. Fucker, do you listen to words she fucking said?
In all fairness, he said, all right. Well, in all fairness, he was like, okay, if you don't have, I can't do anything about it, so I'll do what I can. Mm-hmm. So, like, he was shocked, but he wasn't, like, offended.
No, I wasn't offended, but I was like, motherfucker, have you not been listening to words she's been saying for the past several arguments? Yeah. She has perfectly valid points.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting around going, oh, well, I'll work out. like a slightly a slightly heavier Matthew McConaughey kind of.
Yeah, I was kind of getting that vibe too.
A little bit now that I think about it.
Just like when there's that another character pops up, I was thinking, why is this coming across as discount Christoph Waltz?
I was thinking the exact same thing. I was thinking, like, in a higher budget movie, this would be played by Christoph Waltz. Would it be even better if we walked in? Oh god, this is a horrible joke. Just walked in and go, I am the architect of all your pain.
Oh my god.
That's when we realized Christoph Waltz is Satan. Fucking Christ, I'd pay to go see a movie that Christoph Waltz plays Satan.
I feel like he has at some point.
I don't think so. He played a Nazi, I was close.
Yeah, he really should be playing Satan at some point.
And he played.
Can you imagine if they had him playing Satan in Winter's Tale?
That movie's kind of amazing for Will Smith.
Yeah.
Satan 2. You really got to watch Winter's Tale someday.
I watched your review. It's like, what in the hell?
Oh, it's fantastic. That's not even including stuff I cut out.
Permission denied.
Denied! Sit down! Anyway, more Will Smith quotes. But anywho. And then, like, the Doctor's movies is fucking weird, too. There's some weird editing choices. There's a part where Queen Latifah shows up, and it becomes an entirely different movie for 20 minutes. Or it feels like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Or it's kind of like, what? Why is this happening? What?
Yeah.
Why is this got really slapsticky?
Yeah, it was like, this seems oddly comical. Why are you here? What is the point of this scenario? Why is she staring at the painting like she's Cameron in Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Yeah, you and I had the exact same thought, where I can almost hear the music for that movie in my head.
Yeah.
Was that the music?
I can't remember.
No, because that sounded more something from King Arthur's court than anything. But I don't know, like, Queen Latifah shows up, and she's really, like, she's doing almost like she almost acts like she did in a Tyler Perry movie. And she's doing the stereotypical, like, oh, I'll take you guys on a tour of the town of Boston. Because they go to Boston to see his, like, child doctor. Child doctor. What are you looking at?
I just need Kleenex all of a sudden.
Oh, sorry. I don't think I have anything here, sorry.
No!
Yeah, sorry, I can't help you.
That's okay, there's a dirty napkin underneath your foot over there. No, I'm kidding.
If you really want it,
Nah, I have standards.
No, you're not. You're here. No, you don't. You liar.
Yeah. You don't have standards. We're watching Batman vs. Superman later.
Yeah, that's right. That's the plans for tonight. So we got to see her ex-husband's movie now. So we're just having an Affleck day, apparently. Yeah.
Another buddy of mine made that exact same joke. It's like how these movies are open on the same week. It's like watching these movies the same week and they're actually separated. Poor people.
Man. We'll see. Well, one of them's gonna have a career after this. Who may be? We'll find out. Honestly, it's kind of a crapshoot.
The answer may surprise you.
It's none of them. I don't know. I don't think Batman vs. Robin's gonna be the train wreck people are making it out.
Did you say Batman vs. Robin?
Yes, Batman. That's actually an anime movie has that title. One of the anime movies has that title.
Yeah,
that's maybe I think of that.
Damian
Wayne.
Damian Wayne.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Well, I deserve that.
Anywho.
God, that would be a fantastic movie.
What?
Hi, Batman! Just Batman wailing the shit out of Robin.
You child-abusing monster.
He's a man now!
Not Damian Wayne, he's still a kid.
I was thinking more Dick Grayson, but...
There's like 5 Robins, dude. You gotta be more specific than that.
Yeah. I know. It's just, I don't know. When I thought of the animated series, all I could think of was college-aged one.
Yeah, fair enough.
And Chris O'Donnell.
We don't talk about Chris O'Donnell.
That poor bastard.
Anywho, we got this one, the doctor at the children's hospital is like... Narco, yeah. He's like patch atoming the shit out of this fucking movie. To the point where, again, this is a joke I heard somewhere else too, so again, I'm kind of parodying a little bit, but, there's a part where they get in a wheelchair, like, they're in a wheelchair. It's like, why do I say leave in a wheelchair? It's like, you know, I've been thinking the same thing. Get out, I'm gonna get in the wheelchair. Yeah. And like, what are the thoughts of all the other parents watching? It's going, what fucking kind of hospital is the patients push the doctors around like some kind of slave system? Yeah, sorry, I don't think I have anything, but...
Damn. I'll have to use this pass.
Oh, it's worth it at this point.
Good.
But anyway, well, oh yeah, I was talking about the Queen Latifah thing. I forgot about that. But so it's like, I'm gonna take a tour of Boston. And all of a sudden, just like turns it into like a massively different movie. Where I was like, what the, what? Yeah. I'm so lost right now. What is any of this happening? And because she's acting like Tyler Perry in one of his movies. She really is, and that's kind of a sad comparison to make. But
and also the fact, like, she's in there at a point that, you know, as I said, it's like there really was no point in her being in that movie. It's like,
I mean, I guess it was supposed to provide some levity because we haven't seen like just a series of deeply depressing scenes.
Yeah.
And other scenes where it's like, wow, you guys are pricks. Like the church scene.
Yeah.
They're good that they acknowledge they're pricks, but still, like, there's one point in the movie where she's been sick for a while, and Jennifer Garner's going to this church, and then after the church goes like, yeah, we hear she's not getting better. Are you sure you guys haven't sinned in some way? That's why she's not getting better by now. It's like, what? Who would say that?
Yeah, I was like, what in the hell?
Like, I don't care how religious you are. What idiot would say that, or what monster would say that to somebody? Even if you think that, don't fucking say it.
Yeah.
Don't text right now. We're reviewing.
Yeah. Convincing someone that Fantastic Four is still going to be better or be worse than BVS.
Guys, is it really going to be that fucking bad? Come on. Yeah. I'm sorry. I know people don't really like it. I'm sure, like, I'll see it and I don't know for sure. Like, I'm sure they're perfectly valid, but come on, guys. Yeah. Calm the fuck down. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go on a bit of a tangent here because I'm
we'll save it for the movie.
Well, it's a mini tangent. Like, this is a preface for the actual review for later tonight.
There's worse.
Like, there is a lot fucking worse. Okay, like I haven't seen it yet. I know for a fact I'm gonna have seen worse than this movie. Someone's like, oh, this is the worst thing ever. Oh, it's like, shut the fuck up. All right, shut the fuck up, you whiny little bitch. And I know this full well. I'm trying to make a career out of being a whiny little bitch in front of a camera. I'm writing right now about a religious movie. I can tell already. Actually, it's gonna be kind of crapshoot. Which movie's gonna be worse tonight? But we'll see. Like, I mean, I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised, but or at least find something to be entertained by. But
I'm guessing we're just gonna be kind of like on opposite ends of the fence, most likely.
More than likely. I mean, I'll probably find more alike about than you will. I can just tell right now.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? The movie wasn't that bad. What do you think, Grant?
It's like, for me, it's like, oh, people really hate this movie, and I'm thinking, because nobody ever over-dramatizes on the internet, guys. Everything there is golden. No one ever bullshits. That's kind of what it's like when people call The Man of Steel the worst movie that year, it's like, fuck off. Cause I was,
oh yeah, I've seen way worse.
Because I was like, I think that was the year that, like, that was the year that, what's that fucking movie called? The one that was that's the sequel to the movie that was in this movie that was on mute for some reason. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2.
Even I heard that was better than MOS, but I still convinced.
Oh, I hated that way worse than Man of Steel.
I'm pretty sure I would have as well, but regardless, there were still way worse movies than that.
Was that the year Smurfs 2 came out? 2012? Yeah, I'm trying to like.
No, it wasn't then. It was 2013.
That was when Chris was still around, and I remember just.
Oh, and didn't Temptation come out that year too?
Yeah, fucking Temptation. There was way worse than Man of Steel. So, so when I hear people do that, I'm saying like, fuck off, people. Okay, really? Like, I'm just like, if you don't like the movie, fine, but people like, I feel like a lot of critics don't like movies nowadays just so they can have an just so they can make an overdramatic reviewer headline. That's honestly what it feels like nowadays, and it's a trend that's fucking annoying the shit out of me. It's like, okay, save for movies that actually fucking deserve them, like Norman the North. Norman the North deserved every bit of it.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to the review. We're getting a little bit on the mini tangent's turning into a full-on one.
Sorry. Sorry, that's been pissing me off lately because I see it all the time. It's like, oh, come on, guys. Okay, anyway. I'll have the opposite of that tangent for tonight. That one I'm saving for tonight because I have comments on the people on the other end of the spectrum too. Yeah. So we'll get that later. Yeah.
But yeah, so once Queen Latifah is doing her shtick, it goes back to being kind of the drama stuff, save for Patch Adams' doctor.
Yeah, Patch Adams.
Which I wouldn't say
enjoyed is a strong word.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't mind him.
Yeah,
that's the best way to describe it. It's like you never really like anyone, you just or like root for them because everyone's a two-dimensional thing here at best.
I don't know. I thought Jennifer Garner was okay.
I'm not saying that their acting wasn't good.
No.
I mean, it's like the character itself, a little.
Like, if anyone had more depth, I'd say it was probably her.
Yeah, like, it was more in the acting than what was actually given.
Yeah, but she's still acting the shit out of this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, doing the best we can with what she's got. I mean,
she does a very good job, considering.
I'll think, again, there's always kind of an asterisk with these kind of movies. Like, for this kind of movie, it's not bad.
I still say my favorite asterisk is for a Michael Bay movie.
For a Michael Bay movie, yeah. Kind of same principle, to be honest.
And so, there was one scene I actually did kind of like, though. That was when the daughter was talking with that other dying girl.
Yeah.
I was like...
No, go ahead.
I was like, okay, that's actually kind of a good scene.
Yeah, well, I kind of like the response to that, too, when the dad's in there later, and she's talking about, like, this girl told me not to be afraid of dying, and he kind of has a natural response. Anyone would have, like, who the fuck said that?
Yeah, I was like, I was like...
But he takes it well. He's like, well, if that helps her, then that's a good thing. And then he talks to her mom later. It's just very like, okay, if you could just tell her not to do that again, we'd appreciate it. He's not a dick. He's not rude. He's like, okay, we're respecting your beliefs. Please respect ours.
Yeah, it's like, we just don't want false hope.
Yeah, it's like, which is perfectly understandable.
Yeah.
Like I said, like, for every, like, dumb, stupid characters in movies, also one's like, okay, this feels at least somewhat realistic for this kind of movie. And that goes for Jennifer Gardner, too. It's like, you know, and people's like, oh, I don't have faith anymore. It's like, who can fucking blame her?
Yeah.
And, of course, we do kind of have to talk about the ending, or one of the endings.
Oh, that thing dragged on.
Yeah, well, the main thing for me is like, and this is the part where the really cynical part of my brain that's worked for kids for way too long was kind of creeping into my brain. Because when she, like, it ends the way that kind of does in the trailer, where it just goes like, he told me he'd be alright. Who told you? God. And then she gives this very description of like what heaven is like and what God talks about. And all I could think in my head was like, you know what? Children lie. They lie a lot.
Yeah.
I don't care how innocent you think your kid is. They've probably lied.
Yeah.
So I feel like an asshole for thinking that. And so I can already feel like angry Christians like on the keyboard right now. To be fair, we don't get many of those on there, but it happened once. But
yeah, because thankfully, like, once again, this movie does kind of go with the idea. It's like, really, we're not all that bad. There's just the occasional stupid person, and we're not going to pretend they don't exist. It's like, okay, that is a fair point to make, because that is quite true.
Yeah, well, again, through me, I was like, that's probably a load of bullshit. Either that, or it's like... Notice the tone I'm taking, like, I feel bad for saying this, but it's probably true. This is I'm guilty for saying this voice, is what I'm learning this is. But that's all I could think the entire time was like, I'm sorry. I'm glad she's doing better.
Yeah, it's like...
She's a fucking liar. It's like... Either that or she had a really vivid dream.
It's like, you know what? Good for you.
And, like, the fact that, like, if that was my kid saying this shit to me, like, I was like, I'm really glad you're doing better. But I don't believe a fucking word you just said.
Yeah, what do you think, Daddy? Yeah.
And I don't know, like, again, I feel bad for saying it, because I don't like to harp on anyone's religion. I don't like to harp on anyone's belief or anything like that. But that's like, I also saw, like, I was looking at the Times for this on Fandango, and I saw an article that popped up on this side, and it goes, Miracles from Heaven gives the most realistic vision of heaven ever. It's like, does it?
I don't know, it looked pretty CG to me.
I know. Because I'm thinking, like, well, how do you know? You know? And of course, as religion, you never really know anything, which is kind of the point. But
yeah, it was like she's into like some flowery garden and walking on clouds, and I half expected a Boeing airplane to fly by her.
I was more thinking, I'm walking on sunshine. No. No.
Oh, that episode.
What was that from again?
Futurama.
Oh, I forgot about that. Well, thanks for bringing that up now. Jesus Christ. Now I gotta think about dead puppies. Dead, dying girls and puppies. And by the way, like, Just a great time for the dad of the cancer girl just to say, oh, she died. in publicly in a church. Like, I feel like maybe I should have told you guys this personally before I came out here. But instead, you had to do the Spartacus thing.
Yeah. Yeah. My child is dead. My child is dead. My child is dead. My child is dead.
No, because like it's very in the movie, Jennifer Garner is like it's talking about like miracles and all that stuff. The yada yada, the wrap up speech, the second to last wrap up speech, and someone in the audience again just being the asshole Christian just goes, well, how do we know she was sick? You said you were, which granted that I just spent the last like 10 minutes going, yeah, she's probably lying. So I'm kind of a hypocrite for this. But
I was like, well, we're not. Well, I think you're just lying. You were saying she was lying about the heaven part, not the dying from an supposedly incurable bowel thing.
Yeah, which again, props to the movie actually trying to go like harsher into like the imagery of medical treatment.
Yeah.
So you know.
Oh, the nose tubes.
Yeah. So again, props. This movie at least tried to have some balls. I'll give it credit. But anywho. The guy who's dad of the cancer girl stands up because I guess he flew life in Boston to be here. He goes, I believe. And he gets along with my daughter died, but she gave him hope. Gave her hope for the dying days and all that stuff. And then everyone kind of just stands up and does.
I was like, oh my god, the slow clap.
Like I want to just insert the gif of Citizen Kane just going. you know what I'm talking about, right?
I think so, yeah.
It's like the super serious Citizen Kane gif where it just has him with a super serious face clapping and doing. Have you ever seen this thing?
I haven't. I'm trying to remember the movie because I've never seen the actual GIF. Even though I've seen another meme where they did like the heavy clapping. Oh, I think I'm thinking of the Joker one.
You probably are. Wait, which one are you talking about?
Just the.
Yeah, you're thinking the Joker one. Yeah. It's pull it up for the audience. Oh no, I can find it right.
Assuming that we don't get heavy glare that they can't see.
Is there bad glare now?
Kinda.
Is it? Yeah.
Well, look it up. Type in Citizen Kane clap meme.
I know I can find this damn thing, but keep talking. I'm gonna find this.
But yeah. So it's just this thing that bugged me about the ending is that it pulled off a Lord of the Rings and it ended several times. Like right when you think it's done, it keeps going.
Yeah.
And going, and going. And the point where, like, I think even the movie was like, okay, we know you're probably bored now. Because, like, there's a part where, like, these two people are just arguing over pizza. I'm like, oh, come on! It's pizza! It's cheese pizza! No one even eats cheese pizza!
I do.
Plain cheese?
Yeah, throw on cheese. Yes.
Oh, that one. Okay.
See, I don't know how well you can see that, but...
Yeah. I was like, but who argues over cheese pizza? That's what I'm just trying to say.
Well, like, I think that's kind of a funny part that was, again, kind of a little bit hypocritical earlier, is because I think it's like lactose intolerant. Kind of one of those doctors who goes, burp, lactose intolerant, burp, derp. That's how, like, that's how I imagine all the dumb doctors in movie talk. But it's like, lactose intolerance. Everyone's like, well, like, she can't even have pizza? Well, if she can't eat pizza, then I won't eat pizza. And they kind of, again, they do the Spartacus thing again. We're like, I won't eat pizza. I won't eat pizza. And all it says is, except the 6-year-old, he goes, well, I still fucking want pizza. And I can't blame that. I was like, fuck you guys, I'm eating pizza.
Yeah.
But then, like, it's like, oh, don't worry, you're still growing. You know, it's no pressure. Then everyone stops and stares at her. No pressure. But if you eat pizza, you're going to hell. I may be projecting there a little bit. Yeah. but I think it's fine. I want to eat fucking pizza. Yay! Yeah, if this is my movie, there'd be a lot more swearing from the kids. That was got a fine line in the beginning too, when he goes, it's like, oh, that sucks. Goes, oh, you can't swear, you're going to hell. I was like, fuck you. You remember what line I'm talking about?
Wait, which one?
It was at the very, very beginning when they're rolling around the tire, and like one girl was like, "Oh man, that sucks," and one girl's like, "Oh, be careful about swearing, otherwise you might go to hell."
Oh yeah.
And I leaned over to you, and go, "Fuck you."
That's a load of horseshit.
Oh man.
So yeah, that was a movie.
Hold on a second. Yeah, you want to go ahead and just talk about the trailer? I mean, I can't really think of anything else to really talk about.
Yeah, it's just, like I said, it's for the most part, a very bland movie. It's competent, that's really all, that's it.
It's okay. Like, I mean, like, we've been lucky so far that we haven't gotten any religious movies I was like, oh my god, that was painful to sit through, or that was horrible, or I'm angry at myself.
That's what God's Not Dead 2 is gonna
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Oh, my reaction to that.
I've gotten that trailer before, so
that was the first time I've seen it.
So I wasn't like, okay, alright, we got this trailer now, because it's, god damn, that movie.
Like, I was laughing and wincing so hard.
So, on that note, let's transition over to trailers. So, first, I got the Angry Birds trailer again, which I just want that movie to come out so I can stop seeing the fucking trailer.
Yeah.
It's a whole 20 seconds dedicated to a piss joke. It's gonna be painful. Then we got Money Monster. We got a weird set of trailers before this movie.
Was it Money Monster or Mad Money?
No, it's Money Monster.
Oh, okay. Me Before You, that one I haven't seen before.
That one I've gotten before once. It looks like one of those,
Nicholas Sparks movies,
yeah.
except it's British!
And it has Daenerys in there.
It did?
Yeah, that was the main girl.
That was Emilia Clarke?
Yeah.
I didn't even recognize her.
I know, it's like, I know because I looked it up after I saw the trailer. I was like, I know I've seen her from somewhere. It's like, holy shit, that's Dragon Girl.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's interesting. That's new. Okay.
She's somewhat amorphous. Okay.
I mean, she doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look good.
It's gonna be bad because, like I said, it just looks like a frickin' Nicholas Sparks movie.
Yeah. It's
also, I'm sorry for anyone who is a paraplegic, but I don't know why. I just remember the part they're like suing down the street. She was just like riding on the guy in the chair. I don't know why I found it funny. Like, I don't know why. Somehow the image of a guy in an electric wheelchair driving through a countryside. I think it's because I'm thinking of that bit from South Park where Timmy had the time machine.
Shit, now all I want to do is...
But you remember that episode, right?
Yeah, I do. Now all I can think of is, god damn it, I kind of want to recut the trailer except replace all his dialogue with Timmy. So that way he's right now they go Timmy, Timmy.
Yeah, just splicing that part. If that wheelchair goes under 5 miles per hour, it's gonna blow.
Just keep her dialogue, keep everything else exactly the same. Just replace all his dialogue with Timmy.
Oh, you're terrible people. You're such terrible people.
We did start this video out with a strip joke, strip show joke, so...
That's true.
We are kind of awful.
Oh my god.
Then we got Ratchet and Clank, which I'm hoping is going to be good. I want that movie to be good.
I hope. It's like one of the things where like, okay, this is a Sony-based property, but on the other hand, Sony's animations have been kind of hit and miss.
Yeah, this one it's pretty much made by the game studio, really.
Yeah, that's true. And even though I didn't really laugh at any of the jokes made by the characters, I still found that
it still feels like Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, and the announcer. Also, just that one line: "A beautiful friendship will form."
Well, definitely an attractive relationship, like a 7.
I was like, that was by far my favorite line.
Now, like humor is very Ratchet and Clank, and honestly, I've never really found the humor that great in the games personally.
Yeah,
it's very pun oriented. I mean, the big thing is the gameplay's always been really solid, and I've always liked the story. I've always liked the characters.
Yeah, I'm glad they got the original voice cast back as well.
Yeah, so like I'm curious. I love Dr. Nefarious, so I'm glad they got him in there.
I just want to know who the hell Stallone is playing.
I want to know who John Goodman's playing. Fucking Christ.
John Goodman's in it?
Yeah. And so is Paul Giamatti.
Well, Paul Giamatti I picked out.
Which one was he?
He was the villain.
Oh, was he Drax?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I've been playing the Ratchet and Clank games since like the very, very first one came out, so like I've been a long fucking fan of the series.
I've only played one level of the second one.
The second one's pretty good.
Oh, I know. I've heard they're great.
No, I've always loved the series. I've always been a huge diehard fan, and I'll probably even get a PS4 just so I can play the reboot.
Yeah.
Because the gameplay's always, well, at least on the main game, not some of the spin-offs, not so much. Where the portable ones haven't always been great, but the main core one's always been really good.
Yeah.
And again, just Dr. Nefarious is such a fantastic, hilarious villain.
Yeah.
You know which one he is, right?
He was the scientist that made like the sheep launcher, right?
Yeah, I mean he's a robot in the game, so I'm assuming they'll have to do that at some point.
Okay.
But probably say that for the sequel, if they make a sequel. I really want it to be good. Like, it'd be nice to have a good video game movie for a change.
Still hoping for Warcraft and Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, fair enough. Then we got Ice Age Collision Course. We got a full length. I still can't believe this has become a movie. I thought it was fine as a short, but as a full length movie, it's like, oh man, I just saw the exact same joke in the Angry Birds trailer.
Which one is that?
That was the yoga one.
Yeah.
Like literally the exact same joke.
And it looks like they didn't make the bird puns out of it.
Yeah, but they made other animal puns out of it. Yeah. Same basic joke, two different movies. It's like, it's a Blue Skies movies. There's some movies that have always been hit and miss. It's like their very first one. Even then, like even their hits, I wouldn't say are really that good. It's more like
it's like their best movies are what? Peanuts and the first Ice Age.
Didn't they also do the Despicable? No, that's a different studio.
That was the Sony Illumination one.
Yeah, it's the one that drew.
That's doing the next movie, actually.
Secret Life of Pets. Yeah, which I don't know. I kind of liked it better when I thought it was going to be a vignette movie.
Yeah. Still laughing at the metal poodle, though.
Which one? Oh, right, yeah. Although this time I did notice the little chihuahua that's bouncing up on the couch next to it. It's like, I didn't notice that before. That's kind of funny. I don't know. Like, I've kind of talked about that trailer before. I don't really have much new to say about it, except I just keeps reminding me of Oliver and Company. That's for some reason all I think about when I see that trailer.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
But then you got the main trailer that's going to be painful. That's going on next week.
Speaking of Spartacus moments, where
God's Not Dead. Oh yeah, we got like come see the double feature of God's Not Dead.
And like 2. I was like, and I just literally heard like, oh God, no!
I used to that fucking loud too. And there was like a family in front of us, a family behind us. I was like, dude, come on. I mean, I may swear in front of family like a bunch of children in Chipmunks 4, but I haven't done that. I'm still a bigger asshole, but still. But I was kind of, and then like after you said that, like the family in front of us like got up and like left the theater because they went to the bathroom, but I just thought they fucking left. So I was like, look what you did. I mean, I may be an asshole, but I didn't scare anyone out of the theater so far.
Hey, well maybe we did with Zoolander 2, although that was a pretty.
I don't think we did. I think that person.
That movie just sucked.
I think a person just wanted to leave.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's gonna stay worse than BVS 2 as well.
Oh God, yeah, it's gonna be a worse movie. Like I've already seen way worse movies, and I know for a fact BVS is gonna be.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna be worse than Dirty Grandpa or 50 Shades of Black or.
Oh, that came out.
Norm in the North and the Brothers Grimsby. Yeah. Unless there is a giant elephant penis in Batman vs Superman, I don't know. Is Wayne hung like an elephant? I don't know. We'll find out.
I hope there isn't a villain called the Elephant Man.
Oh my, probably is somewhere out there. But I don't know. God's Not Dead 2. My God. Like it's probably gonna be either Wes or Matt that goes through that one. Either one. That one's good. Like that one's like when I first saw that trailer, it was like coming out April 1st. I was like, is this fucking with me?
Yeah. Like I was like, oh, it's an April Fool's gag, right? Right?
No, it's not.
It's just
that's really like the first truly awful religious movie we've seen this year, and we gotta have to see it because that one's like, yeah, that was.
And basically, it involves like, it's like, oh my God, even I can't think of atheists that get this offended.
Yeah, like the concept's pretty absurd, even by it's like modern PC standards. Because like even the other trailer shows like the person like actually answering the question. It was a perfectly legitimate question and a perfectly legitimate answer. They apparently lost their fucking shit. Like, how dare you mention God? And like somehow it's breaking the law somehow, which is like I think you're stretching the definition of law a tad here.
And even then, there's no way they'd make. Oh God.
And even the last joke in the movie, which trailer was supposed to be like, clever, is when somebody sneezes in the jury box and he goes, oh, God bless you. And the lawyer goes, careful, you might be taken to court too.
I was just like, oh, God. God's not dead, yet here we sing, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God.
Are you there, God? Because I can't hear you. That's from this movie, by the way, if you're wondering.
I remember. I was like, oh yeah, they had a line like that in there somewhere.
And I like the way that, like, kind of go back to the movie for a minute. Like, after that scene played out, I almost want to lean over and go, "This is how supervillains are made." Because the way she said that line in the music that I was playing in the background, I was like, she's gonna become like Dr. Doom or something. Because I feel like that's what I was preparing for. My God, wouldn't it be great if she popped up in God's Not Dead too? That's like this evil atheist supervillain. Do you hear him? Do you hear God? Yeah. He doesn't hear you.
I am the Antichrist. Anytime God pops up, I'll make sure you can't hear him.
Why does that sound like Macho Man, Randy Savage there?
Because I wanted to do that voice.
Do you hear God coming?
Yeah. Oh no.
Like,
I thought it was, oh yeah, I'm the Antichrist.
I'm just waiting for that to pop up in the gritty reboot of Bible Man.
Oh my God, you remember that?
I do.
Oh my God. I forgot. Oh, I remember I actually used to go to the live shows for that in Fremont.
There are live shows? Oh my God. Are they good?
For Christian kids, yeah.
Hey, you know, I was raised in a church too. We all did our time with those stupid shows. Granted, I never went out of my way to go see a live viewing of Bible Man, but I was a sheep in the nativity play once. No, I take back, I was a donkey. So even back then, I was an ass.
Well played, good sir.
Thank you, thank you. I was giving that right now. You proud of me?
Yes, I am.
I'm talking about like old dumb Bible productions now.
I haven't even thought about that in so long.
I remember we used to go to these vacation Bible school things, and every time they play this terrible like Bible sketch that stretched out to all week. On a TV screen. Like, my God, this is awful. I mean, I was a kid, so I didn't know any better back then, but I can just remember them now. I was like, man, okay. And I have no problem with it if that's your thing, if you like that stuff, or if you're a kid, why are you watching this? But if you like that stuff works for you, okay, good enough. And like even the movies nowadays, at least apart from God's Not Dead 2, are saying like, you know, it's okay to have other beliefs. It's okay to not feel the same way I do. And be a good person.
Yeah.
Don't judge. Respect others. Those are Christian values that we should be preaching. Yeah. And thankfully more of them are. Even like Risen did to a certain extent. Surprisingly. Yeah. Like,
I'm still convinced that they basically just saw the trailer for Hail Caesar and thought that would make that a great movie.
If like, only.
Yeah, it's like, hey, let's make Hail Caesar for real.
I just remember the one part from Hail Caesar, I forgot to talk about in that particular video, at the very end, when it has George Clooney has a very long speech, and it's a last word, and then just has Lex Luthor next to him, it's all right, man, it's all right, it happens to all of us. Yeah. I can think of so many times when that's happened to me. Whether I'm the guy saying that to somebody, or it's I'm the one that's going, ah!
Kind of felt like us with the Mass Effect production sometimes.
A little bit, yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, this is a good time to make that announcement. If you guys are in the California area and you're curious, Grant and I are going to be working at California's Great America this season, working on the Mass Effect ride. We can't say much more than that, mind you, but
it looks so cool.
But yeah, check us out. And if you recognize us from the channel, on the off chance you do, come say hi, you know, get a photo and stuff like that. It'll be fun. On that note, I think it's a good time to wrap up. Yeah. Any final closing thoughts for?
Not really. Like I said, it's an all right movie. Does, you know, I wouldn't say it's preachy, but it definitely plays it safe in terms of like in terms of.
Well, I think it takes a little more. Again, for this kind of movie, I feel like it takes a bit more risks in terms of like storytelling and drama. Again, for these kind of movies, but like, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, like it's not harmful. Well, aside from the fact that no one should chuck their kid down a hollow tree 3 stories high, and I was like, oh, miracle cure, good chunk.
Yeah, I was like, it's like, so you're saying my child got hit fell down a tree, hit the right spot on their head, didn't die, didn't get paralyzed, and got cured of an incurable disease.
And they cut out that line from the trailer too.
I was thinking myself, it's like, oh wow, I just thought of a terrible joke. It's like, Man, what if they try that on Cancer Girl?
Oh. Well, she already dead, so
Yeah.
not gonna work now.
Yeah, I'm alive! Oh, wait, they did do that. It was in Do You Believe? Oh!
I've forgotten
Oh!
so much about that movie.
I'll remember there was Faith and the Furious.
I don't even remember that. God damn.
The part with, like, the super gangster and the one with, like, the super obvious name and the one guy's trying to reform. They're, like, racing away from the cops.
Oh, yeah.
And,
God.
tackle.
Forgot about that movie. I've forgotten so much. I know the girl from Spy Girl's in it. That's all I really remember.
Oh, yeah! Oh, that movie. Oh.
So, Miracle from Heavens. It's okay. Don't chuck your kid down trees. I think it's really the best I can get out of it.
Yeah.
By the way, that tree looked like it came from, like, the fucking Tim Burton movies.
Yeah.
Hollow.
And the funny thing is, like, when they were climbing up in the end, it's like, when I heard that, I was like, oh, snap, 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 snap. Aww.
Well, it's more like, Megan's like, I've seen this in the trailer. Yeah. I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
My son's like, oh, good, it means the movie's finally almost over. that's what I was getting at.
But it wasn't.
Yeah, it was on the last act.
Yeah.
But anywho, so I think that's all I really got. So
yeah.
Tune in later tonight, I guess. Well, tomorrow, by the time I'm uploading these, because I won't be home till later tonight. But stay tuned for the Batman vs Superman trailer. I've already got people messaging me about that, so I know people.
Now I have to get a Superman shirt.
And I got a Batman shirt. I'm ready to go. So
yeah, you know what? I'll be the asshole that walks in wearing a Marvel shirt.
Yeah, Civil War, Captain America. Oh, I wish I thought I had a shirt. I brought my Iron Man shirt. You can wear a Captain America shirt. Like, can't wait. Oh shit, this is Captain America 3? Fuck, we're in the wrong movie. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I was expecting a good movie.
Oh. Alright, I gotta go because I got shit to do today. So, see you guys later.